All right, friends, what are we going to get into today? Well, I'd like to work on my own stuff, but life is happening and I can't get that done. Since the fair is nigh very closely, I have people calling me wanting to get their old tractors running for the fair, and I just try to help everybody out and get it done. So we are going to go work on one of those tractors, and we're going to get started right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross, the Oliver Man. This is a rubber snake. I took your guys' advice and tried that. I don't know that it's really made any difference. You know, I should probably move them in different locations or something so that it doesn't look like, I don't know, how does a snake normally sit? I kind of coiled it up, so maybe they'd think that it was, I don't know. I've got a few sprinkled around, which I'm sure I'll forget about and then end up, you know, freaking out and tripping and killing myself halfway because I don't remember where I put them. And I got some little shiny spinner things. I don't know if that'll work. And I did find an electronic bird repeller. I haven't got it put up. I don't know if it'll do anything or not, but I'm over these freaking birds. But anyway, that's not at all what we're doing. We're going to go work on a Massey Ferguson 50. You've seen it before. And he wants the rear end / hydraulic oil changed because I think last time we looked at it, it was kind of milky. So step one is going to be going to get hydraulic oil because he does not have any. The whole rear end and all that takes one common thing. I checked with the Massey dealer and, you know, so I'm going to go get this guy's preferred flavor of oil, and then we'll be in good shape. Consequently, it's also going to help us because I need to take that fertilizer spreader back that I've had here forever, and that place should have the oil I need. So we're going to do that run real quick. I just got through, well, let's go over here to talk. Oh, tractors. I'd love to be working on you, but not right now. I just got off the phone with the parts supply place that deals with just Hercules parts, and I think we're on the downhill slide. I got all the sleeves and pistons and that the other day, and they sent me one new connecting rod, and that new connecting rod is beautiful. So I called them back and said, I'll just take 3 more if you got it, because they look like they were rebuilt. And he said, better than that. He said, they're new old stock from the factory. He said he got them all when they closed up or whatever. So we're going to just put in 4 brand new rods ready to go. And I got all the bearings and the gasket set, sleeves. And I experimented with pulling sleeves, I said in that one, so I don't think that'll be a problem. There's one more to get popped out of there. And doing inventory, I was missing 2 things. One of these studs here and the nut, and then I'm missing the special drilled oil screw that lets the oil flow through the rockers, and he's supposed to have all that. So he's going to send me all that stuff, and I'm hoping then as soon as I get the head back, I can just start slapping this sucker together. You know, I haven't been in any big hurry about cleaning it up or anything because you really need to wait to clean up until right when you're ready to put it together, because otherwise you'll have to stop and clean it up again because, you know, surface rust, flash rust, however you want to say. I've been hosing stuff down. I need to get another can over here, but yep, that one's out. I've been using the old Zep to hose her down, but at any rate, we'll work on my old tractors another day. Today we're working on somebody else's, so I really came over here to grab this adjustable wrench. I'm not sure what we will need to do this, but I know what I'm going to take with me, so yeah. All right, here's our little red feller. it may surprise you to know, I know nothing about any of this. I called the Massey dealer and he said, use high tran in it. The back end and the transmission all takes the same. Here's the dipstick. That's why we're changing it, because it's a little bit milky. So I guess we will crawl under and try to figure out, hopefully my bucket's not too tall. We're gonna try to get this done here. I guess I'm just gonna lay on the ground. I didn't bring anything. Oh, should have. That would have been smart. Oh. It's been sitting here a while. I would assume that's one, and maybe that's one, and then that'll be what we need? Question mark? Let's get it's supposed to hold 8 gallons. So I did the right thing and I brought a 5-gallon bucket. Oh. Brought a 5-gallon bucket that doesn't even fit under there right. Perfect. I like this color. I think this metallic-y silver color, when it's done right with that red, is pretty sharp. One of these days, I'll find me that 65 diesel tricycle again. That'll be my excuse to have one of these. What do we think? First try? What is that? 1 1/8? Let's try the next one down. It's the next one down. 1 1/16, right? Ferguson, he liked to do things a little different. So, sure. Alright. Oh yeah. Milky, milky milk. Also, there's a little bit of trash on his magnetic plug, so we're gonna need to clean that off. Starting to rain. Yeah, it's coming out. We're gonna have to figure something to do with the rest of it. Perhaps we can pour some into jugs of that milky stuff to get it out of our way. I think there's some empty jugs here. That's an empty jug. Perhaps we could just drain into this jug, because that should be pretty close to the capacity. We might have to have 2 jugs, which we do. 2 empty jugs. We really should let that drain a while. Let's have both of these empty jugs ready, and we'll see if we can make this happen. Let's just try to get in there without disturbing our other bucket. Not having our full hand use is really getting to be kind of a problem. There we go. Minimal fluid loss there. It's coming along, friends. It's coming along. It's hard to say when the last time is this thing's been changed. I know I've never done it, and I've worked on this stuff for probably 10, 12 years now. And the tractor was restored way before that. So it's probably, I don't even know that it was really done at that point, you know. Oh, well, we're just gonna pretend we don't see that, because I wasn't paying attention. And all right, whilst that's draining, perhaps we should see if we can get this out of there. It's probably been, oh, it did come loose. Probably hasn't been opened in a long time. Alright, that's where we fill. Yeah, as far as I know the story goes, his dad bought this brand new. I don't know why he would buy a Massey Ferguson when they mostly had Olivers, but I guess these little Masseys were the, you know, some of the better utility tractors at the time. 1964, they could have had a 550, but they didn't. But I also think it's because they had relatives that worked at the Massey dealer, and that's probably how they ended up with this. But I know he had it restored, what did it say, 2014, when his dad was still alive. I think his dad was still alive because he wanted him to see it. But pretty snazzy little feller here. We get some new rear end oil in it, and I don't know, it should probably be, it's probably about due for an oil change too, but we can do that after the fair. I don't know, pretty snazzy. It's about like that B John Deere when we drained it out. Not very pretty consistency. But I think we're ready here. Don't mind that oil I spilled on the concrete. That's okay. It'll be fine. I'm letting that back drip out a little bit more. It's still dripping some, so we'll give it a little bit and then we'll put her back together. All right, now we're ready for new oil. We'll gingerly set you there. Hopefully you don't fall. But it's supposed to hold about 8 gallons. That seems to be the old tractor magic formula there, 8 gallons. So I checked the viscosities of these different oils to make sure that this is really the same, and it should be. It'll take a while with this funnel with the small end, but I guess not too bad. Alright, there's 5, or no, not 5, 2.5 gallons. 2.5 gallon jug's a lot easier to handle. Oh. Well, I should have known that at some point I would overflow. He is going to take it and wash it though, so I guess that's not going to be wasted effort now. Alright. I'll go get another jug. Alright, this should take us up to 7.5. Or if I spilled enough, 7. Somebody also said on the internet you really need to let it sit a while and wait and then check it again. Because I imagine it probably takes a while to drain. If it's going through bearings. Let's let that sit a minute. Let's go check the dipstick. Let's see here. Oh yeah, see, it shows it's on the top L of full. But I have a feeling that that's lying to us because it's going to take it a little while to get to where everything kind of finds its happy place. Happy place, you know? But we're gonna quit with that for now. Put the funnel away. I should probably get rid of the well, I got to get rid of that 5-gallon bucket of junk oil, but I should probably also get rid of the 2.5-gallon bucket so he doesn't accidentally dump it in something if he's in a hurry. Stuff like that happens, you know. All right, let's try to run it around. I don't remember if, do we shut the gas off? No, he's got the gas on. Oh, I forgot how this works. One click. Oh, what a sweetheart. Fires right up. I think it needs a little power steering oil. For a big guy. The seat needs to be about a foot higher. Well, let's put her in road gear. Uh-oh. 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 I immediately regret my life choices. Why is it not? There. That was weird. I don't know if I didn't have the clutch all the way down or something. I think we need to check that out. I don't know why I couldn't get it started on the road. That's kind of weird. Whilst we're here, I'm sure you're not supposed to check it right after driving. Let's do that again. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, I'm gonna check the power steering oil and then we're gonna call this a win, I think. So let me grab something and we'll get that pulled out of there and we should be good to go. All right, I learned something. The whole lid comes off of that power steering unit to put the oil in, so that's interesting. But I think we got a winner here. We got the oil changed, it looks nice. It runs, it drives. Poor thing needs to just run. I mean, it sits here a lot and it's got a little bit of maybe a flutter to it every so often, and I think a lot of that's from old gas and just sitting. It really just needs to be taken out and run. But hopefully now it's good enough he can run it up to the fair when that starts, or when the check-in day is for that. So it's ready. I can call him, he can take it and wash it or whatever he wants to do, but we're gonna leave this one here. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.